Virgo, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early August 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card here. Just to take a little test of the energy before we fully get underway, my guides. Talk to me. What do we got for the lovely Virgos here? And I hope you're all doing fantastic, my friends. And yes, we're just going to take a quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card with the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which I always find very interesting. So let's get this going here. We're getting pretty close to Virgo season, my friends. Your birthdays are coming up quick. So let's see here. Okay, so we do have this card of either a spiritual journey, spiritual protection, being helped along a very specific path. Okay, there might be various things you're dealing with that are written in the stars, so to speak, or part of your life's purpose. Now, before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the August subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you're active on social media, my handle on all platforms is @KyleofCups, so please feel free to hit me up on the platform of your choice, everything except Facebook. Into the reading we go, though. Enough of the plugs. If you look at the imagery of this card, you see that person dressed in red. They're being guided by these white birds holding them up by a rope. Now, in tarot reading and divination and symbolism, white birds usually represent ancestors, angelic energies, light energies. So this could be spirit helping you out, helping guide you down a very specific path. This could be your spiritual journey being highlighted as well, your evolution. But when I see this, I always feel urged to give the message that you are not alone. Know that you have spirit around you, watching your back, helping to guide you. Even if you don't see them, even if you don't feel them, they're there. All right, so this feels nice. It's good to know that you're protected, and I really like whenever this card shows up. There are also undertones of assistance, so whether that's you getting help, whether you might be needing help with something, that could also be there. But we're going to get into tarot. Like I always say, that card doesn't make or break the reading, it's just a footnote. Let's get you 3 cards in the upright, then we'll intuitively clarify, my guides. Talk to me. What do we got for Virgo? Please and thank you. Now, speaking of spiritual journeys, last week's reading was titled Karma Gets Served. Now, that could go one of 2 ways. You know, karma could bounce in good ways. It could bounce in rough ways. What you put forth, you get back in return. And that was a big theme we were seeing last week. I know for all the earth signs, there have been a lot of karmic and cycle archetypes. So we're going to see what we have for you this week. Usually those vibes are very powerful, but you know energy is malleable. Nothing's ever written in stone. Let's get these first cards out here, because it's always important to remember that these energies could be people you're connected to. It doesn't always have to be you. What do we got for Virgo? Thank you. Okay, we have the 5 of Wands. Interesting. So we are starting off with a fiery type of energy. Hopefully it's not conflict of some kind. Let's keep it moving. 9 of Cups. So this is going to be a layered one, Virgo, because we have like a rough card and we have a really beautiful type of card as well. One more out here. What do we got? Thank you. Chariot. Yeah. We're really going to need to break this down, Virgo. And I always say your readings are super interesting, always nuanced. And we're going to have more of the same here this week. So let's go through these real quick. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get the juicy intuitive stuff. Now, just to bring your attention to this before we break each one down individually, we have the 5 of Wands on one end, we have the Chariot on the other. Both could mean determination and good things, but they can also be combative. So that's something we need to stay cognizant of. But the 5 of Wands, as with all fire cards, it can be about passion, motivation, desire, something sparking a flame within you. But I always say this could be an explosive or volatile type of energy, specifically when we have the Chariot as well. We're really going to need to clarify this. In the positive, this card does represent determination, overcoming the tests that get put in your way, roadblocks and such. It can also be roughhousing and playfulness sometimes. But I do feel like this one has a bit of like conflict or pent up energy underneath, and we're going to want to see what that's about. However, as we press forward through the reading, I love that we have the 9 of Cups right in the middle. Okay? One of the best cards in the entire tarot deck. This is a big card of wish fulfillment, getting all that you want, all that you need. It's beautiful. This is also an energy of welcoming, like somebody welcoming, love, tender care, and all that good stuff. This can also be a card of overindulgence sometimes. So in this time, you're going to want to watch that you're not overindulging anything specifically if you're trying to refrain when we have the Nine of Cups. But usually this is a very positive card, very positive omen. So we're not going to connect a negative connotation to it. We'll see when we clarify, though. That'll really tell us the tale. On the back end, we have the Chariot. Now, this could represent a Cancerian, somebody with Cancer traits or placements. Usually the fastest moving card in the entire tarot deck. I mean, I did a poll about this recently, and the Chariot is by far and away the leader on that. So this could be very fast forward movement. This could represent travel. This could represent distance, all sorts of things. You might even just be planning a vacation or a road trip when the Chariot shows up. But if it's not determination, forward progress, action, and movement, change as well, it can be combative, like I said. So we're just going to have to see what this is about, because there's a lot of movement-based passion energy here. You might have a fire burning within you. So with all that being said, Virgo, let's dive deeper on all of it. Let's jump in and clarify. Now, let's get a good shuffle here for the Virgos. My guides, talk to me. I mean, you might just be very motivated, which would be a good thing, right? Everyone knows life waxes and wanes. Oh my God. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on this Five of Wands. And as always, if you read tarot yourself, that's why this box is here. Please feel free to play along. If you're feeling any messages from this spread that you want to give to Virgo, you could just drop it down below. I don't mind at all. So why is this Five of Wands here for my Virgos? Yeah, and I really want to get over to that Chariot too, all in good time, right? Why is this Five of Wands here? Why is the Five of Wands? Yeah, the deck is being a bit specific now. There we go. All right, yeah, we have the Six of Swords showing up in reverse. Some of you might feel like there's a person purposely trying to hold you back or get in your way to stop you from doing something, stop you from progressing. This is a little rough. It might pop up in the coming days and weeks that you might feel like someone's purposefully being a roadblock, okay? And it's also giving me that, I'm like catching this phrase in my head, like, not so fast. Like, no, don't do that. Don't act too quick, right? Don't count your chickens before they hatch. It's like one of those vibes. Interesting. But just know that some of you in this time might feel like there's someone purposely trying to like hold you back or stop you from doing something. That's a big vibe I'm catching here. Now with the Six of Swords in reverse, that's usually rough times getting better, rough times improving. So there is a warning here about possible volatility, possible conflicts. And I do want to use the word explosive because the fire sword combo. So beware. There might be some very volatile or explosive conflicts looming, okay? Especially if you feel like someone's trying to purposely like get in your way or hold you back. Obviously, that's not going to hit for every single Virgo, but that's an energetic possibility here. We're going to keep moving over to that Nine of Cups. Big warning here about possible conflict, though. So why is this Nine of Cups here? We'll see more when we get over to the Chariot, okay? Hopefully there's nobody impeding your progress. All right, Ace of Wands, this is good. Okay, so this is completely different than what we had in the beginning. More of that fire energy, and all aces are opportunities. I always say it. Ace of Wands in particular is something that could really light that fire, light that flame within you. And I saw something similar in the Capricorn reading, that there might be a result, like an unexpected result, or a result that comes in suddenly, a surprising one that you weren't quite expecting, but it's for the best. That's kind of what I'm picking up. I almost got the exact same thing in the Capricorn. So just know there might be some sort of result that you weren't expecting, but in the end, it's sufficient. Like, all right, no, that's good. Not what I was expecting, but it's good anyway. I'm cool with that, okay? Because aces, aside from being opportunities, is something very new, something very fresh. I do like this. For some of you, it could even represent love and passion, stuff like that, but I feel a lot of you might have something bounce your way in an unexpected or sudden fashion. We're going to keep moving over to the Chariot and see what that could be about. Try to straighten these cards out so it doesn't get under our skin. And then, yeah, after the Chariot, we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. So why is the Chariot here for Virgo, please? Thank you. All right, Six of Cups. All right, there is something that might be lingering that you might need to process a little bit. Okay, there is something lingering here that you really might need help processing. When I see the Six of Cups, I do think of memories. And I just want to give another, I don't want to say warning, but another caution to some of you that really watch out about how much energy you're exerting in this time. Like, really don't overdo it, because with the Chariot and the Six of Cups, they're both very giving, action, movement based energies. Don't give too much of your energy out. Conserve it a little bit. That's a big warning here, especially your physical energy and vitality. But for some of you, there could be some thorn in the side from the past that you need help processing, right? Some memories. When I see the Chariot, the action, the movement with the Six of Cups, there's something from the past that you need to move past, move on from. Easier said than done, right? I'm saying it like it's an easy thing. I know it's not that simple, but there could be either a person, a memory, a situation that you just really need to process once and for all, right? Move past it. And that's just what the cards are saying. Like I said, I know that's easier said than done. We do have various different things showing up here, okay? I don't feel like this is necessarily you moving away from anyone you have history with, but there is something lingering that needs to be processed. Let's go through and do a quick recap, because like I said, there's various different things here. There's good, there's bad, there's in between. Then we'll get into the shadow card. If you kindly look in the box, position number 1, we have the Five of Wands with the Six of Swords in reverse. Beware of anybody trying to purposely impede your progress, slow you down, stop you, okay? And I was getting the phrase not so fast. So beware of things like that, because that's a possibility here. Big warning about volatility, conflict, things of that sort with the fire-air combo. And with the Six of Swords in reverse, that's something that's not getting better super quick. However, as we progress through the reading, we have the Nine of Cups with the Ace of Wands in the upright. Beautiful type of energy. And to me, it was something that might plop in your lap, either a result of a situation or something coming in that was unexpected or surprising, which is good. It might not be what you expected, but it might be for the best, all right? I like that. On the very back end, we have the Chariot with the Six of Cups. This was giving me the big vibe of something that may be lingering within you, whether it's an attachment to a person, a situation, memories that you really need to process here. Big warning here about your physical vitality, not putting too much of your energy out there. Okay, don't give too much of yourself away. Conserve a little bit. So Virgo, please take a screenshot. We're going to get you one shadow card. Pardon me. Let's see what's in the shadows for Virgo, my guides. Talk to me. What do we got in the shadows? And yes, we're using the Shadowland Tarot deck. Again, I love using it for this portion because of the art style. And shadow work's a good thing, okay? Whether it's a person, situation, we'll see what's up. New or old, what's in the shadows? What's in the shadows for Virgo? And the deck is being specific. There we go. Popped right out. We got the Two of Wands. So there is something around strategy and planning here. Some of you might feel like you're at a crossroads. This could be someone you've dealt with that may have felt like they've taken the wrong path, made the wrong decision, okay? Because remember, we're looking at the shadow side of these cards when we're doing shadow work. And the shadow side of the Two of Wands is very similar to the Two of Swords to me. So there is that mystery, that unknown possible confusion about the future. And I just want to say, with this showing up in the shadows, yes, we could plan for every situation in life that we could think about. We're still going to get curveballs from Spirit. This tells me expect the unexpected, right? You can't plan for everything, okay? And that's a very simple one, okay? Whether you have made mistakes in the past, whether you've been indecisive and it cost you in the end, it's okay. Don't beat yourself up about it. Just know that you can't plan for every single thing that's going to happen. And Virgo, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the August subscriber surprise. For the August subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot of Dreams. It's one of my favorites. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments which tarot suit you think is the most positive, whether it's Cups, Pentacles, Swords, Wands. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, I'll announce the winners in my community tab. As usual, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.